Page 5. We are talking about the Coulomb's law. Now, if there is a new medium that is other than vacuum or air between the charges, the force between the charges become 1 by 4 pi epsilon q1 q2 by r square, where epsilon represents permittivity of the new medium. So, we are talking about the epsilon r now. Epsilon r represents the relative permittivity of the new medium, and epsilon represents the original permittivity of the new medium. So, relative permittivity of the new medium is the ratio of original permittivity of the new medium divided by permittivity of vacuum. From this equation, epsilon can be written as epsilon 0 into epsilon r. So, for a new medium, we can write the Coulomb's law equation as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r. We replace the epsilon. We replace the epsilon with epsilon 0 epsilon r into q1 q2 by r square. Now, 11th question. Compare gravitational force and electric force. So, gravitational force. What is gravitational force? It is force of attraction between masses. So, it is always attractive in nature. It is an attractive force always. And the other factor is it will not depend the medium between the masses. So, what is a medium in between the two masses? Whether it is air, whether it is glass or some other medium, it does not depend on the force. The force will remain the same as long as the masses are the same. And next thing is, it is the weakest force in nature. The gravitational force is very weak. Even though we are taking 5 tons and 10 tons of two different masses, a very weak force will be in between them. It is even practically unable to measure that low value of force. Even the two masses are 3 tons or 4 tons. So that's the weakest force, and is a long range force. Why gravitational force is long range? Because sun can attract even Neptune, Pluto, which are very far away from the sun. So the range of that application of force is very long. Now the electric force. Electric force is actually the force between charges. It can be attractive or repulsive. We already studied similar types of charges. A positive charge and another positive charge will repel, whereas a positive charge and a negative charge will attract. So we say electric force can be either attractive or repulsive, and force value depends on which medium is in between the charges. So that means if the medium between the charges changes, the force will be different. Much stronger than gravitational force. Practically it is found that is comparatively very stronger. And what are the similarity between these two forces? Is both are central forces. So they are central forces. What is central forces means is suppose this is earth, and this is a mass, another mass, maybe an apple. So this apple is attracted towards a center. If the apple is here, it is attracted towards a center. In another manner, in the case of electric charges, suppose this is a positive charge and this is a negative charge, it will be it is attracted towards. Okay, it is attracted towards the charge, and if it is another positive charge, it will be repelled away from the center. So in this way, both electric force and gravitational force are central forces and obey inverse square law. And we already studied the gravitational force equation is G into m1 m2 by r square. Similarly, our Coulomb's law equation is k q1 q2 by r square. In both the cases, r square comes in the denominator. So that is, we say both obeys inverse square law. Now the 12th question, write the vector form of Coulomb's law. For that, again we are considering two charges q1 q2 separated by a distance r. So this positive charge repels this positive charge in this direction. So that we name it as F21, vector F21. So what is vector F21? It is force acting on this 2 due to 1. And what about the force acting on the q1 charge? The repelling force will be in this direction. So we call that force as F12. So what is F12? It is a force acting on 1 due to 2. That is Q2.